but rather a partner that will not let anybody, especially not a stranger, ever question your worth.
Turn down the love of your life simply because he has 4 children. Sir, the love of my life won't come with 4 children.
If she wear her ponytail high on the top of her head, this means she is controlling.
You will fight for me and we'll let it work. I know, but I can't say yes right now.
They'll feed you a sob story about how they're poor villagers and stuff like that, and whole time they're sugar babies and local prostitutes waiting for an idiot like you guys to come and save them in the first place.
Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. Before I get into this video, I ask that you like, comment, subscribe. Also, smash that notification bell just to be sure you get on my videos as soon as I release them. Let's get right to it.
He spent that much on a wedding ring for you as a gesture. What does he get in?
This is exactly what I mean when I say never settle. I am not talking about getting somebody to buy you a $30,000 ring, but rather a partner that will not let anybody, especially not a stranger, ever question your worth. The way this guy wasn't gonna let the interviewer disrespect his wife is just chef's kiss.
Well, he wasn't trying to disrespect his wife, right? What she got wrong about desirable truth. He's getting down to the desirable truth. Like, he's finding out for men and he's trying to convince the guy. Not really convince them, but he's trying to show him, like, what is she giving you, right? Because what women do nowadays is pull all of the resources and provide nothing in return. That's why he said, what is she giving to you? Hopefully the guy wakes up, but he won't. What's gonna happen is that guy is in super simp mode. He's going into his marriage in super simp mode. And the wild thing is, she didn't have to wait until she hit the wall, right? So yeah, she lucked out, but I hope for him and for his sake, because this could end up being the most beautiful, perfect marriage ever. I'm not doubting that, but he doesn't know until it's over. And what's happening nowadays? What's happening nowadays, right? That same woman that's responding to the woman, and that same woman, which is her herself, will probably do what? Take him to the cleaners, because most women aren't staying faithful. They're in it for the ring, which he got her the ring. So after that, what's next?
I saw this guy on Tinder ask, would you turn down the love of your life simply because he has 4 children? Sir, the love of my life won't come with 4 children. That makes us incompatible, okay? I live a child-free life. And so while you're looking up kid-friendly places, I'm trying to be in kid-free spaces. See, my child is grown. So those child-rearing days for me have come and gone. Baby, we are not compatible. Because if you still have children that are young enough to require a babysitter, it's a hell no. It's a hell no. To the no, 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 hail to the no, hail to the no, no, to the no, no, no.
I respect it, right? She's older, senior citizen age. She already put in that work. She doesn't want to do it anymore. I get it. Guys feel the same way. Hell, even guys who are not senior citizens don't want to put in the work. It's not their kids. So I respect her wishes. Can you please tell women to do the same? I know she understands. She understands guys that feel that way. And I'm sure she can commend guys that feel that way.
Why you shouldn't even casually date men with kids. This is the story that I found, and I want us to discuss it together. All right, here we go. I was very naive about men, but through a mutual friend, I managed to snag me a very fit dad who was well out of my league. He was the opposite, a married to the job type of guy who had sole custody of his 7-year-old daughter. He would gush about her constantly, and I, being the fence sitter, I was absolutely melted. We started dating casually, nothing official, and I figured he would do the typical overprotective parent thing and not actually introduce me to his kid till way later. Nope. Second date, dinner at his house with the daughter. 2 weeks later, he texts me with the audacity to ask, hey, I'm working late. Do you mind picking up daughter from school? Maybe swing by McDonald's for dinner? She's the key. I was really weirded out by it. We had only gone on a handful of dates, but he trusted me to babysit, and so babysit I...
He's seen her with those glasses. He's seen her with those glasses with that best friend look and said, yeah. And she's not all that. He did it with purpose. That's the same thing women are doing. He did it. Pay attention.
Yeah, I did. Again, the guy was out of my league, and I felt lucky he even showed me interest in me. After the first text, I got other texts pushing more boundaries, pick up groceries, do some dishes, etc. I hated it, but I was hoping it was just a temporary hitch in the relationship and not a preview of things to come. Ha! Ha, indeed, honey bunny. She was very naive to believe this, because girl, it's only going to get worse from here. Let's go. Everything came to a head when I was babysitting at his house, and I got a text at 7:15. Hey, I'm not going to be done with work until late. Could you get the daughter a bath and put her to bed for me, please? Damn! With a kissy face. I was floored. Here I was across town alone in another man's house taking care of a child I barely knew. My fault for assuming a cop would have better protective instincts. I stood in the kitchen dumbfounded and I cried. I hated how I felt. Used and unspecial. Trapped and overburdened. I think that night was the point in my motherhood journey when I realized I didn't actually want to be a mother. He came home at 2 a.m. Maybe he was cheating. Maybe he was hanging out with his bros. Maybe he really was just working, but it didn't matter. I ended our little fling the next day. He took it harder than I thought, claiming that he was really starting to fall for me, and what about his daughter? She's really bonded with you. I almost fell for it. But then I realized the only reason he liked me so much was because I was such a pushover who wouldn't love to have an on-call free babysitter you could occasionally sleep with. Our entire interlude lasted 1 month. 1 month is all it took for this guy to promote me to stepmom status. So no pun intended, bullet dodged. Moral of the story, don't even casually date single dads. They will hop on any chance to unload their kid on you. Also recognize when someone is taking advantage of you instead of rationalizing or excusing it away. This is true. I think this girl, she suffered from having low self-esteem, and so she had stars in her eyes about the guy who was, clearly out of her league or whatever. So she says, I think if she had more confidence in herself, this wouldn't have happened to her. She wouldn't have been taken advantage of like that.
Man, that's wild. Like, that right there was to the 10th power, to the oomph power. I don't hear of many guys. I guess it's happening out there in situations like where a guy, he has sole custody. Maybe the mother died. I don't know what happened. But I guess it's happening. But how many times does it happen on the other foot? None, because woman, of course, wouldn't trust a man to do that. But still, what happens to a man, what gets put on a man, is footing the bill. And you got to understand, women need to understand why guys don't want to deal with women with kids. They don't want to foot the bill. I mean, I even had a situation I reacted to yesterday where a guy took care of a woman's daughter, right? The father couldn't afford anything. He ended up paying for the wedding and everything. He didn't have the right food selection for him. It was food he was allergic to. He couldn't walk the daughter down the aisle. It was a bunch of different things. So the guy pulled out of the way, and I feel him. I would have too.
Excellent baby father, because good baby daddies who take care of their kids always have a place inside their baby mama's bedrooms, just off the strength that he's a good man and the mother is most likely the one who ruined the relationship. Additionally, the kids will never be loyal to you. Never date a single mom if she has a waist trainer with no gym membership. This means she is lazy. If she wear her ponytail high on the top of her head, this means she is controlling. If she has on Gucci but her kids' sneakers are pro kids, this means she is selfish.
You know what's funny? The woman looking at it, she can't even imagine how the guy's thinking. A man gets it right away. He said Gucci and the kid has on pro cats. She's selfish. She is. I don't know why this woman's sitting there like that.
If she has more than one baby father, this means she is reckless. If she wears oversized flip-flops, this means she will steal your belongings. If her bonnet has hanging threads, this means she's a hoarder. If her eyelashes are longer than 8 millimeters, this means she's very loose. If she has cooking grease on the burners of the stove, she's careless. So, stay away from women who are lazy, controlling, selfish, reckless, thieves, hoarders, loose, and careless. See you on the next one.
It's funny because you see the woman looking like it's OA. This brother is very much correct. And he broke it down in the most simple way a man can identify. And how do men like things? See, women hear things simple like that. That's why they can't understand passport bros. We talk just like that, indefinites. Well, look out for this. Look out for this. You go across seas, you're getting this. You're getting this. You're getting that. And guys are like, okay. Because we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's all done. So a guy can look at one of these videos and decide in 20 minutes, okay, yeah, I think I want to be a passport bro. Because he sees everything happening like this. That's how we are.
And I know that you will fight for me and we'll let it work. I know, but I can't say yes right now.
He called.
I'm sorry, Eddie. I'm sorry. But why does it matter, like, with the timeline? Why does that matter?
Clay, don't do that. We good? You're so very welcome. Thank you. You're beautiful. Thank you.
Fuse, he must have seen all of your attitude. He's seen a nightmare he was going to get himself into. And it seems like it was a television show. So that means he probably wasn't paying for the wedding reception, right? The television show soaked it all up. They said, okay, you're going to get married, we'll put it on for you. And then when he canceled out of it, they said, oh, it's no problem. That's production budget anyway. Oh, we just got so much more recognition for the show because you just decided to leave and not do it. Man, he lucked out. The man didn't spend the money, most likely. The show spent it, and he avoided a headache. That's a plus for him.
Regarding passport bros and my distaste for what they're doing.
Oh, here we go again.
I deleted it last week because I did not like my delivery. It came off more as if I was judging the women and not the men. For those of you that are new to this subject, a passport bro is basically a man that gets a passport and goes to third world countries in parts of Asia and Africa where the women are poverty stricken and do not have rights, where 1 in 4 of the women are sexually abused before the age of 18, where they're basically like slaves. These men try to say that they're going to these third world countries looking for love and marriage and a woman that is domesticated, submissive, and respectful. But in reality, the majority of them are going down there to sexually exploit these women, basically sex tourism. And they are feeding these women the American dream because they know that they are basically in a very bad predicament. And the economy is unstable, and they know that these women will pretty much go with them and do whatever they want to try to be saved from the predicament that they're in. They're very much so taking advantage of these women.
Stop it. Get some help.
There's even men that go out there, have sex with these women, don't even know how old they are, leave those women pregnant, hop back on the plane and leave. And they're just out there creating bastards and giving these women a hard time. Gotten so bad that a lot of countries have banned these man boys from coming out there to exploit their women, and they have warned their women not to deal with them.
Where?
It's a shame that their egos are so fragile, and they're mad that they have been decentered, and women are no longer catering to their fragile egos, that they go to third world countries. Half of them don't even know how old these women are and do not care.
What are you waiting for?
There are one-off situations where men are stationed due to being in the military and they ended up, mixing with one of the local women there. Or, just men that travel, as long as he's treating a woman good and he's not taking advantage of her or just trying to have sex with her, impregnate her and dip off, that's a whole nother story. When it comes to stuff like that, do whatever makes you happy. But to simply take advantage of a woman in her circumstances is crazy. That's not even necessarily the only reason why I decided to speak on this topic. It's also because I make content to basically try to keep women away from like toxic men.
I make content as a feminist.
Okay. And a lot of men get on my page and comment nasty things to me, and they say this is why we're getting our passports and we're going elsewhere because you black women are loud, you're disrespectful,
He ain't lying,
you're this and you're not wifey material.
Oh, absolutely.
And you guys are a bunch of thoughts and bops. And I just find that funny because a lot of these women that you guys feel are such wifey material, they are prostitutes.
That's a who's that.
They'll feed you a sob story about how they're poor villagers and stuff like that, and whole time they're sugar babies and local prostitutes waiting for an idiot like you guys to come and save them in the first place.
Frankly, it sounds made up.
Now, not all of the women are like that. I'm just saying in certain countries that you're going to, i.e. Colombia, there are a lot of women that are prostitutes and master manipulators waiting to be saved, to be completely honest with you. So the fact that you guys are dissing Western women and going to get prostitutes or poverty-stricken.
Listen, you know what these women don't understand, right? What she's trying to do, belittle them. It's old. It's tiring, right? That's all you're doing is belittling women. And whatever happened to equality. But no, that's not the case, right? She doesn't care about these women. All she cares about is men bashing their name, which rightfully so. Right? Take a look. Not you. I'm not saying you're doing it, right? You're supposed to be standing up for a cause right now. But I'm talking about other women, right? I want to see you make some videos talking about what women are doing wrong in the US. Talk about it. Address it. Fix it, right? Since you're supposed to be fixing men, fix those women and set it up so they're more marriageable, right? Maybe so many guys wouldn't feel the need to get their passport, because all guys see all day on social media is women telling on themselves, right? So I want to say, what's your name? Vixen Ken. Am I wrong? Women aren't telling on themselves all day on social media. You can see the proof, video after video. This whole video for about 18 minutes so far, I've showed women telling on themselves. But now you're gonna sit here and say something's wrong with passport bros when there's women that are traveling and literally taking advantage of men. Guys are getting fine in love. I can show you video after video. I have nothing but videos all over TikTok showing men finding success in the Philippines and other places. But you would rather come on and talk about the negative, talking about Redditors, and nobody's a Redditor that I know. All the guys I know are coming out here and have success and finding women to take care of them. Women everywhere are looking for opportunity, especially in the West. And that's something you seem to not care about or realize. But it's fine. But guys are going to keep leaving anyway. You can't stop us, because we all realize
This is the way.
passport, bro. Passport. No. It's definitely more to life than dealing with you.
What we do in life echoes in eternity.